You're very welcome back. Now, if you're wondering what to wear to a summer barbecue or any summer event, really, stylist Laura Jordan has some tips. Good morning again, Laura.
Good morning.
Lots of colour and lots of practical kind of light layers, I suppose.
Exactly. You want to be comfortable, particularly if you're kind of a large number of hours in the one outfit. So day to night dressing in particular is key for this. You want to make sure you've got light fabrics that you can layer up, which also you're smart but not fitted. You don't want to be sitting in something tight and uncomfortable.
You don't want to be uncomfortable,
outside.
do you, if it's an all-day event?
Exactly. So we've kept that in mind this morning.
OK, so the first look is Sarah.
So Sarah is wearing a beautiful look head to toe from Penny's in Laois Shopping Centre, which is just off the M7. And what we're noticing at this is the off-the-shoulder trend is huge.
It is,
and it's just not going anywhere. And this top is a nice example of it. Brilliant for if you've just eaten your barbecue, you don't want anything too tight on the tummy. The little lace detail at the bottom particularly, just good to finish off the look beautifully as well. And just give it a little break between the top and the bottom.
Scalloped edge, isn't it?
Yes, it's just a little attention to detail. The price point's fantastic on this. And again, it's fresh and it's bright, and you could easily throw a cardigan or scarf over it if you needed to as the temperatures drop through the evening. Again, these trousers here, there's a blush colour for anyone who is likely to try a colour jean, just wants to maybe change it up a bit, try something a bit different. They're a nice, subtle way to do it. And again, within a reasonable price point. So if you don't wear them that often, you don't feel like you're
They're a nice alternative to a white jean, aren't
just
they?
something a little bit different. And again, it may be a little bit more serviceable than a white jean as well, less likely to show up every small little smudge or stain. So it just gives that sort of, just a little change that you see in the bottom half. The espadrille as well, very comfortable. The lace reflected from the top in the shoe also. Again, these are a great option. So if you haven't had your pedicure, you needn't worry. You're all kind of tied in. They're covered, they're sorted. So if you're on the go and it's quick, it's kind of a handy one to use.
Lovely, OK. And lovely necklace as well.
Exactly. So we've gone with, again, when you have that off the shoulder, it's a great idea to wear a necklace that's slightly higher up, just to focus more on the collarbone than on the chest area. And that's what we've done with this, and the pink kind of again ties in beautifully. Great price point again from Penny's. And again, we've got some nice bracelets there too, just to add a little bit of a boho feel to the summer.
Now, I do love this off-the-shoulder top, and I think it's very easy to wear, but you do have to consider a strapless bra with a neckline like this, don't you?
So important. And to get a good one is it's worth investing in. Something like a Wonder Bra, which will really hold you in and hold you. There's nothing worse than
they can slip down very easily.
Exactly.
It's so uncomfortable.
It's so uncomfortable. It's so awkward, particularly for over the course of a day. So invest in that, I would advise.
OK, now to the gents.
Now we have a head-to-toe look from Sixth Sense in Laois Shopping Centre. This is more of a preppy look than what we had earlier on, and it's again, fabric is key. It's comfortable, it's relaxed. We've just thrown the jumper over the shoulder, so again, it just as the evening comes in and the temperatures drop, you can put that on. Again, the collar just gives a little bit of smartness again with the cotton, so it just has that attention to detail that you'd like. And then running in classic pair of jeans, you really can't go wrong with a good investment in a jean. And again, the belt to pull it in between the two, and a nice navy shoe which works with a chino, with multicolours, and with all of your neutral tones as well. So no more than we said earlier, that's a good transition shoe.
It is. It's kind of smart casual, isn't it?
Exactly, which can be a tricky one to find sometimes. So this hits the nail on the head for that, which is superb.
I think these Airtex kind of polo shirts are just so good as an alternative to a T-shirt, because they're just a little bit more dressy.
Yes.
Without kind of getting a stiff shirt.
Exactly, and if you're in kind of a dress code situation, often even for golf, gents can be asked to please wear a collar, which is important. And again, the belt even, again, gives a bit of smartness to it, as we discussed with the collar. And this bracelet, which we can just see here at the corner, this is an interesting one. It's a handmade steel and gold. Now, it's a punchy price point to it. It is a gift. It's an heirloom piece. But again, it's an interesting one for someone who's working outdoors and doesn't want anything too delicate. That's from Copa Jewellers in Laois.
Are men embracing jewellery these days?
It seems so, most definitely. We saw it with the Tom Hope, which we'll see again in a moment. It's become a huge thing. That durable, almost gender neutral jewellery is becoming quite
Now, this is a lovely holiday look, isn't it?
This is head-to-toe Tesco. So again, great option to be able to throw this in with your grocery shopping, particularly for busy mums on the go. And what we're noticing this is, I love this jumpsuit. It's comfortable. The neckline is key. Nice and flattering if you've got a larger bust. That V really gives a good shape, pulls it into the waist and right down through the leg as well. Comfortable, it's easy, and it gives you your shape, but it's not too tight. And again, we've gone practical on the shoe, a nice easy wearable, and again, you could put them with a pair of jeans, you could throw in a trouser with those. So they have a good multi-wear option.
You will get loads of wear
Definitely.
out of a flat shoe like that.
All the way through the summer, for sure. And again, super price point, all from Tesco in Lee Shopping Centre. And even, you know, as we see the detail of the gold pulled out in the shoe could be easily reflected in other accessories through your look.
Your
as well.
bag or your jewellery
yes,
or whatever.
it can be tied in beautifully.
Brittany is tall, quite tall, and this is long enough, because I always have the problem with jumpsuits like this that the body isn't long enough.
Yes, that's the problem. It can be very uncomfortable if there's a discrepancy between the length of torso and the length of leg. So it's always a good idea with jumpsuits to try them on.
Yes.
And again, think about how many wears you can get out of it and be conscious from there. But this is quite a good roomy option, and it has catered for height, which is great. And again, we've added the hat just for a little bit of style detail. Even with the way the weave is through the hat, you can see through it. It's not too hot and sweaty. If it was a very warm day, your hair wouldn't end up getting sweaty with the heat of a hat. So
but you know what? I think you could wear anything and put a big floppy hat with it, and it just looks so stylish, doesn't it?
It literally upgrades it. You could really wear that to an event, to the races almost, a hat like that.
Yeah.
And it's from Tesco, again, part of almost your weekly shopping. So it's a good kind of time.
So very affordable prices.
Very
as well.
affordable, yeah.
Okay.
And even, again, with our jewellery we have there, those two pieces, you've got the watch and the bracelet, both from Copa Jewellers, that Tom Hope again. It's gender neutral. We've seen it on Mike earlier. It's that piece that works really well, durable all the time. If you're looking for a keepsake for someone travelling, etc., it's a good option to have.
Brilliant. Laura, thank you very much, as always. Lots of lovely looks there.
Thanks, Anna.